And I bet if we start hunting them, the problems would stop. If we start hunting them like they're hunting us, the problems would stop. If we start hunting them like they're hunting us, the problems would stop. More crimes against humanity. I said what I said. Now I'm gonna keep on saying it.
Many of you may not know this, but I never wanted to be a talking head on YouTube. I never wanted to be a YouTuber. I had to. I started this channel out of pure necessity to call out the nonsense that certain people are hell-bent on spreading in today's society. And not a day goes by that I am not reminded on why I needed to start this channel. Individuals like the ones you are going to see in today's video remind me every single day why it was imperative I launched this particular channel, to dispel the negativity they are creating and to put them in their place.
So, you white people, y'all are disgusting. Y'all are killers. You're conniving. Y'all don't do nothing but steal. Y'all take. Y'all bullies. Y'all are most definitely killers. Y'all ratchet. Y'all terrible. Y'all race is sickening. Y'all talk about black people real bad, and I'm talking about you racist people. But I don't see y'all talking about yourselves. When y'all stop having sex with animals, let me know about it. Michael Vick went to prison and behind a dog. And we all know y'all come from dogs. Y'all Neanderthal.
I challenge you to find me 3 videos where a white person is just full on saying this type of nonsense about black people or any other race for that matter. How many times have you run into a video of a white person just going, black people are disgusting, they are this and that, and saying all sorts of defamatory things without any kind of provocation? I'm sure you can't remember seeing any such scenario. The only time I have genuinely seen a white individual mention a black person in any negative light is when there is obvious occurrence that warrants such criticism. For instance, they witnessed a fatigue-generating nuisance and they condemn it and call it out, just like any reasonable person would call out dysfunction without minding the race involved. But in the cases of black individuals, some of us go out of our way, unprovoked, for no justifiable reason, and start throwing attacks and threats towards white people. I've heard some black people say that all white people should be exterminated. All white people should be killed. They said all white people are evil. Doesn't matter if you're a kid or an unborn child. As long as you are white, you are a demon. You are evil. I've heard that all white people should shut up and never ever speak up again. I've heard that white people stink, that white people are dogs, that white people are monsters, that all white people don't wash their bodies, that all white people are racist, bleach demons. I know this may sound absurd, and it really is, but this is actually what some people, some black individuals, truly believe in. And they come on the internet just to say the same thing. Just like this woman we just watched a few seconds ago. I don't enjoy making these videos, guys, but I have to, because I understand that by virtue of my skin color, I have a certain type of privilege. And if I don't use this privilege to call out these people in my community who are causing all this divide and generating this enmity, not many people have the audacity to dispel this nonsense. And that is where I come in. Now, I don't understand why these people have so much hatred and animosity towards white people. And please, don't tell me it is because of slavery, because Africans also enslaved their fellow Africans. And it was also these Africans who sold their people to the white man. Besides, the Arabs were the greatest slave masters. And people are still being enslaved in the world today, even in this day and age. But I don't see this intense hate and this intense resentment being directed towards people from Africa or towards the Arabs. So we cannot justify this hate towards white people just because of slavery. Now, take a look at this one. She hates white people because white people are ugly, they can't cook, and a bunch of other insults. Now, that is one of the unprovoked videos, but let us take a look at some others.
European people, when they get hot this summer, don't have no water fights, no water gun fights. Because guess what? The super soaker was made by a black man. Let this heat cook y'all.
First of all, guys, she needs to invent a diet plan for herself. But that is by the way. So this goes on to show you the hate I have been talking about. She does not think that the Asians or the Arabs or the Hispanics should not be allowed to use water guns. She specifically singled out Europeans, which means white people, banning them from partaking in the use of squirt guns. Now, before tackling the ridiculous idea of exempting white people from using water guns because a black person invented it, I just want to quickly inform you that the concept of water gun was in fact not invented by a black person. Now, the black person she is claiming invented water gun is a man called J.W. Wolfe. On the 30th of June, 1896, he obtained a patent for his design of a water gun which depicted a handheld rubber bulb trigger-operated water gun. But mind you guys, long before 1896, as early as the 16th centuries, squirt guns and water spraying toys already existed. In fact, a Dutch painter by the name of Pieter Bruegel Elder, in his 1560 painting captioned "Children's Games," depicted what appears to be a child using a squirt gun to spray water. You can pause and zoom into that picture to see clearly. Mind you, this painting was done in 1560, long before the 1896 patent of J.W. Wolfe. Also, the oldest known reference to a squirt gun is dated 35 years prior to Wolfe's patent, with General William T. Sherman's 1861 quote regarding the effort to quell secession. He said, and I quote, "Why, you might as well attempt to put out the flames of a burning house with a squirt gun." And I'd like to remind you again that this was back in 1861. He was referring to squirt guns 35 years before J.W. Wolfe. And people do not refer to things that are not in existence. So squirt guns, water guns were already in existence. They've already been invented long before J.W. Wolfe obtained his patent in 1896. But anyway, guys, let us assume that all the water guns in history were invented by black people. Does that make it okay to restrict or prohibit Europeans, aka white people, from using them? Does that make it okay to ban any race of people from the planet Earth, more especially white people, from enjoying the benefits of this device? Why is it alright for a human being to come on the internet, single out a particular group of people and prohibit them from using something simply because they believe that this product was invented by somebody from their own race? This goes on to expose the irrational hatred that certain people, especially people from the black community, have been generating towards white people for years on end. Do I even need to remind you that if we go by that same logic, the people who would be on the receiving end of the situation would not be white people. It would be black people. If we say, oh, black people should not use this and that because it was invented by somebody who is not black, let's say by a white person, how do you think life would be for the majority of the black people on planet Earth? We come on the internet every day, even though we are not the inventors of this internet. We use every social media platform there is, even if we never invented it. We have cell phones in our hands, the language we even speak, the cloth covering our nakedness, the systems we benefit from, the technology surrounding us. What gives us the gall, the audacity to come on the internet and spread this kind of hate towards people who have done absolutely nothing to us? People who have done nothing to us. This is absolutely insane. Now, when a white person sees this type of video and starts reacting to this video, maybe responding to it, calling it out, criticizing it, people are going to accuse this white person of being racist or one negative thing or the other. But what these same people will never do is point out that it is videos like this that result in a white person having to make another video criticizing or calling out videos like this. We really need to think about what we are doing to white people. I genuinely do not understand why we have this much hate towards them. I really don't get it. None of us alive today are slaves. No white person alive today is a slave owner. So I really do not understand what is going on. There are people in the world today who are still enslaving black people. Why don't we talk about these people? Why don't we channel our attention to these people? Why are we hell-bent on creating more enemies and animosity from something that happened long before any of us were even a member of this planet Earth? What is actually wrong with some black people? What is the problem? Guys, I really think that this is getting out of hand and it has been rubbing me the wrong way for a very, very long time. There is no way I am going to keep quiet when incidents like this have become the order of the day, when it has become a trend and a form of expression for black people. It has become like the norm for any black person to go on the internet and start sending hate towards white people. Believe me, I will never stand for this type of injustice, and I will keep calling out this type of nonsense until the perpetrators of this evil start doing better. Nobody should have a right to be this hateful towards the other group, and I would not excuse it even if it is black people doing this particular evil. But as always, guys, these are my thoughts and my opinions. Please feel free to share yours in the comment section below, but do so respectfully. Also, if you're not yet subscribed to this channel, honestly, I don't know what you're waiting for. Subscribe to the channel. Like and share this video to keep people informed, and consider joining my membership or buy me a coffee if you like, as a way of supporting the channel. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to catch you on the next one. For now, peace.